Good morning, it's Laura from Winter Family Cooking. This morning we are going to be making cinnamon rolls. So I've got a bowl here, and the first thing we are going to do is get some flour, sugar, yeast, and salt in this bowl and get it mixed up. It calls for 4.5 to 5 cups of flour. However, first thing you are going to do is just start with 2, and then you'll add the other part of it a little bit later. Let's see here. So 2. I'm going to do 1/3 cup of sugar. We're doing 1 teaspoon of salt. We are doing 4.5 teaspoons of yeast. Go ahead and mix this all together. Now I have 1.5 cups of water right here, and what we have to do is we need to add 6 tablespoons of butter to it. We're going to put it in cubes into the water, and then we are going to microwave for 50 seconds and then add it to this mixture. All right, water and butter are getting added to this now. Go ahead and mix it around here. Okay, now we're going to do an egg. One egg and add to this. Now we're going to start mixing it with a wooden spoon because it's going to start getting pretty sticky here. Try to circle this around. We're going to circle this around. We're going to stir this around. Just like that. And now we're actually going to add 2 more cups of flour. So what we're trying to make here is a dough. We're eventually going to have to get our hands into this. Now we're going to start adding a little bit at a time. So this is really sticky right now. I'm going to add probably about 1/4 cup. I have to get my hands in here now. So pretty sticky still. The recipe calls for 4.5 to 5 cups. So I've put in 4.5 already. I think I'm going to add at least another 1/4 cup to this. Remember, don't add too much at a time because if you go too far, then your dough is going to be too dry. What we're trying to look for is just, we want this to make a nice ball, but not really stick to our hands. See, I've got this on my hands and I can sit here and work it and it's not really sticking to my hands anymore. I've just got the residual from before. That's what we're looking for. So just like this, I'm just gonna place it back in this bowl. You need to let it rest for 10 minutes, uncovered. I'm gonna let it hang out here. I'm gonna get things kind of cleaned up, and then we'll get it rolled out and start putting all the good stuff in the middle. Dough's been resting for about 10 minutes. You can see that it's actually grown. So we are going to put it on this floured surface right here. we have to roll it out. You're gonna try to get like 10 by 15 is what we're going for here. We want to try to get all evenly rolled. Okay, so I've got this all rolled out here. We need to try to keep about a 1/2 inch of a border all the way around that we don't want the butter and the cinnamon and brown sugar to get into. So I got 4 tablespoons of butter here. It's supposed to just be softened room temperature. I feel like my butter, I'm not gonna lie, I buy the Kroger butter, so I feel like it's, when it says it's softened at room temperature, it's still kind of hard. So I actually threw mine in the microwave, so it's a little melty now, but that's okay. I'm gonna spread it along here. Get it all the way out. Like I said, we're gonna leave roughly a 1/2 inch all the way around. Janae, why don't you zoom in if you can? Can you tell what it's doing?
I think.
Okay. All right, so I figured I'd show you what this looks like. So this is rolled out. We've got that butter spread out. Now we are going to be doing, let's see here, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So I've got a 1/2 cup of brown sugar right here. All I'm going to do is just take it with my fingers and just sprinkle it everywhere. Just easier. Still, we're trying to keep that 1/2 inch border.
Mom, is this the recipe that you made last time?
Yeah.
Or is it a different one?
No, it's the same one. I liked them a lot.
Yeah, they were good.
All right, and I'm gonna try to spread this out just, maybe I'll use this so I don't get it all over my hand. Spread it out just a little bit. Gotta have all the yumminess all over this.
Oh man, that looks good.
All right, there we go. Now we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of cinnamon.
It's on.
All right, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Sit here and sprinkle this all over. Yummy, I'm so excited. I love these are so good. There we go. Now we've got to roll these up. So what we are going to do, start trying to roll. Roll and roll. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. Pull this up onto my cutting board here. Almost half, I guess. We'll just stretch it out a little bit. There we go. Now it's half. See? Perfect. Now we've got to get 12 out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut, and then I'm going to get them put in a 9x13. Once they're in a 9x13, we've got to cover them and let them rest for an hour, and then we get to cook them. So let's go ahead and get these cut. Let's see here. If I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's not big enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
and then that's 6, right?
Yeah, that was last time too.
No, but they like width-wise that I was looking at. This is the worst part, is trying to figure out how big to make these. Okay, different ways you can use these. I'm using a bread knife that's serrated. I feel like they're the easiest to cut through. You can use floss to pull it around and tie it and pull them apart. I have found, honestly, just a good old bread knife works.
I've seen people use those like cake frosting things where it's like they're flat, so they just cut them with those. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
Here. We have one in the drawer. I'll show you.
Some of these are a little bit smaller. The smaller ones I'm actually,
Yeah.
Janae's saying that she's seen people use these, where they just push through them.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Some of these are just a little bit smaller than others. So I am going to keep the smaller ones and actually put them in the middle, because the outside is obviously going to cook just a little bit quicker than the others. So I want these bigger ones to cook. Put these little ones in the middle. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Get these all put in here. Just like that. This we're gonna flip over. It is a small one. They didn't turn out super even. That's okay, whatever. They're gonna taste amazing. So these are ready to go. They need to be covered for an hour. You can cover them with a greased, grease, cling wrap, saran wrap, whatever you wanna call it. You can throw over like a bowl if you have a big enough bowl. Pillowcase. I always use a pillowcase. It's just easy. I'm gonna set these just on my stove and probably actually start my stove up. It's a little bit cold in my house. So I'm gonna start the stove up and then let the heat from the stove kind of help let these rise. And I'll see you back in an hour. Okay, so these have been raising for an hour. Like I said, I had the oven on. Oh man, look how big these are. That's awesome. These are gonna go in the oven. It's 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes, and then we will pull them out and see how they look. Cinnamon rolls just came out. Yummy. Gotta wait for them to cool down a bit before we can frost them. So usually these call for a cream cheese frosting. I did that last time. My family's not a huge fan of it. I love it, but the rest of them aren't. So we are actually going to do a buttercream frosting today. So I will show you how I do that. I will also give you the recipe for the cream cheese frosting. But I will show you how we do that once these cool down a bit.
Okay, so these have been cooling down for a minute, and we're going to start making the buttercream frosting for them. So first we're gonna need 3 cups of sifted powdered sugar. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this, we're gonna put all of it in, and we're gonna take it and just start slowly sifting it. That's nice.
So ideally you wanna get a bigger sifter. Mine's downstairs, I'm not gonna go down and get it. So we decided to do it this way where she's just measuring it out. Are you struggling? Measuring it out and putting it in the bowl, and then we're just gonna sift it from there. Here, let's do this.
I'm gonna put this in. How long do I put this in for?
I would do like 30 seconds. There's another one.
So the butter is supposed to be softened, but our butter does not.
Doesn't seem
very
soft.
well.
Yeah, it's still kind of frozen.
So we're gonna like melt/soften it in the microwave for the frosting.
How long did you put it in? 30 seconds?
30.
Okay.
I don't think that's enough.
Is it soft? Yeah, I think that's perfect actually. I don't want it all the way melted. So, all right, we're gonna call that good. Yep, that's good. Now we're going to we're gonna pour in the 1 cup of butter so it's slightly melted, slightly not. We're gonna call that great. Here, since we're gonna be using this anyways, there we go. All right, now we need a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. So just only fill that halfway.
Yeah, we don't really have a half. So.
We do, I just didn't find it. This was sitting on top. Yeah, why not? And we need 1/8 of a cup of heavy cream. Yeah, you can do it.
Do I just put it on the lowest setting?
Yes. Fill the bowl. Now make sure you don't tip it too much. If you tip these too much, it sprays out. So you have to kind of keep them straight up and down. Alright, what do you think? Are you a little strict? Yeah, good. Okay, so for cream cheese frosting, you do 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, room temperature cream cheese, 1/4 of a cup of softened butter, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'll put that in the recipe below. But yeah, so that is for the cream cheese. Like I said, last time we did cream cheese, I like the cream cheese. My family wasn't a huge fan of it. And they were like, can we put the other frosting in it this time? So here we are making buttercream.
It's so good.
The buttercream?
Yeah, we made it for cupcakes. Should we color it?
No, we're not gonna color it.
We made it for cupcakes yesterday, and I think I ate half of what was left of it.
Yeah, I asked the kids and my husband. Last time I did cream cheese, you said that I needed to make the other frosting this time. Do you still want me to do that? And he goes, well, what's the other frosting? I was like, the one on the cupcakes. Oh yeah, do that one. So.
I feel like we have too much now.
Oh, I'm sure we have too much, but we're gonna cover them well. You mean too much already on these?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like them covered really well.
Yeah.
Plus, they're still pretty warm, so it's kind of melty. Yeah? There we go. Yum! Do you want to get one out and try it?
Sure.
Okay, grab a small plate. Let's see here.
I want a big one.
So like this one right here, on the edge it's big.
Sure.
Do you want a smaller one?
Yeah. We'll do.
This middle one?
Yeah.
The middle ones are the best. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Looks
I'm
so good.
Excited.
Okay, grab a fork.
All right. We'll dig on the edge here. It's big, but whatever.
How's that frosting compared to the cream cheese?
Way better.
Oh, really? You like it a lot better? I wondered how it would be. Pretty good, though?
Oh, yeah. And they're still warm.
Yeah, these just came out not too long ago.
It's so good.
Hey, there you have it. cinnamon rolls. Buttercream, cream cheese, whichever frosting you want.
Should do strawberry.
Strawberry cream cheese?
No, like strawberry.
Frosting on cinnamon rolls? Girl wants to be
I don't know.
adventurous.
I don't know. It seems like it would be good.
Yeah, probably.
Or like lemon.
Oh.
Lemon would be so good.
Whoa. Guess we got a couple things to try to figure out, don't we? Thanks for joining us here at Winter Family Cooking, and we will see you next time.
Bye.